a deserted POW camp, an unlikely turf war, and a trooper playing Spectre all await the team at the foreboding Ghulevale camp. Welcome to the Harrowing Quest.
Hello, it's Paul Chuckle here. This is a message to the Harrowing Quest crew. I recently performed at Ghulevale camp and it was extremely strange. Can you come and investigate ASAP?
Hello, and welcome back to the Harrowing Quest. We are here in the daunting town of Howgan Bridge at this, what I can only describe as horrifying camp, Ghulevale camp. We're here on another investigation, and to be frank, I hope Jonathan Mark is nearby because I want to leave. Initially built in World War 33, but a tidal earthquake in the local town of Radich meant everybody had to vacate here. Now, there must be some stories we can get to the bottom of having so many people live here for centuries.
It was at this time that Jonathan Mark, the parapsychologist and skeptic of the team, joined the hunt. He arrived at Ghulevale camp, played on the swingy swings, and went to look for the paranormal expert Christopher Nicholas.
Jonathan, can I just stop you? What are you looking forward to about tonight's investigation?
Good evening, guys. It's a tricky question. Not gonna lie, I do come on all these investigations and I'm quite excited. Tonight I just have dread. Peter picks up on these things, we don't, but it feels icky. The air feels icky. It's quite smelly in locations. I've been down that lovely slidey pole, bit of a smelly slidey pole, but I always say it a lot of the time, but I feel harrowed. That's why I was just going in to try and find Patrick to ask if I can go home poorly, but he said I can't. So I'm just going to get down to it. I'm going to go find Christopher and he'll make me feel better.
Jonathan Mark.
Christopher Nicholas.
Hello again.
Hello, sir.
How are you today?
I was speaking to the crew at the start of the investigation. I must say, this location has filled me with dread like no other before.
But you're with me now.
Yes, I am definitely. We've had to play on the swings, and I must say I do feel much better now, actually.
That's excellent. So, Jonathan, as always, you do the research for the locations we investigate. What have you found out today about Ghulevale camp?
So amazingly, local library delivers again.
Another library.
Amazing. Yes, the local library gave me every bit of information I needed. So Ghulevale camp, long after the war, and the absolutely horrific earthquake that displaced this lovely town.
Yes, Radich is no more because of this earthquake.
Exactly. And amazingly, Ghulevale became a home for two very specific members of society.
Okay.
And that was ex-jazz musicians and retired postmen.
Oh, were they from the Radich area?
I don't know if they were maybe global.
Ah! What was that? Is that a stick?
Is it a flute? It's out of
Is that a
tune.
musical instrument?
I think it is. So yes, this was amazingly, this amazing camp in the wilderness was for those two very strange groups of people that, who knows why, it was just for ex-jazz musicians and retired postmen. It's very strange, but maybe we'll find more as we investigate.
I'm sure we will find out more here.
We
Let's,
will.
should we go to the next
Let's
area?
go to the next section. Let's go, yes. Hello? Who are you? Hello?
Whoa, what's this noise? That startled
Who
Jonathan.
are you?
So Jonathan, as we walk through the campfire area is just over there.
Yep,
Obviously, you know I'm a food connoisseur
I do.
and we like to talk about food. So what food was on offering, considering this was built around World War 2030?
Exactly. So like you said, we do often at the Harrowing Quest like looking into menus of the times and
We
what
do
treats
indeed.
that they used to consume. But amazingly, the prisoners of war that were here during then were almost tortured with the food they were given.
What were they given?
So they were given horrific things such as steak,
Ugh.
caviar,
Ah.
clotted cream.
Not for me.
No, give me a salmon burger every day.
A salmon
Some
burger.
gruel.
Some gruel.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Tasty.
So now the food talk is out of the way.
Yes.
Do you know of any names that are tied to this location at all?
Now, you know I like to do my research and I have got some incredible information.
Oh,
But let's wait for that and let's just go to the fish dryery and we'll discuss it.
absolutely. Let's
Let's
go
go.
there now. So Jonathan, this is the fish dryery and you can tell because of the pongy fishy smell.
I'm struggling.
Absolutely.
I'm going to, as the kids say, git.
Gip indeed.
I'm quite used, actually I'm used to it now. I'm okay.
Yeah, let's crack on, shall we?
Yes.
As we were saying before, names. What have you got for us?
So I do have some two names that I would like to start with. And that is two actually ex-jazz musicians.
Ex-jazz musicians, you say?
Yes.
What are they?
So they were Monty Bootsy.
Monty Bootsy. Can we check the records for a Monty Bootsy?
And there is also an even better jazz musician, Kenny Twopenny.
Kenny Twopenny, please check the records.
Please do it. Hello? Are you stuck?
I'm stuck.
Oh no. Patrick.
Hold on, boys, I'll come get you out.
Thank you, Patrick.
So we're still stuck, as you can see. We're waiting for Patrick. Apparently he's gone to call the local fire department. But while we're here, Jonathan, we might as well keep discussing these jazz musicians.
Yes, so the two that I did mention, those spirits are known here because they're quite infamous.
Infamous jazz musicians.
Yes, they used to play their devilish jazz music late into the night.
Oh.
Now, the reason why this is important to the narrative we are telling is because it annoyed the other half of the establishment here,
I can see why.
which were the postmen.
The postman.
Now, what I'm about to tell you when we go to the next area will shock you.
Yeah. So Jonathan, it's 16 hours since we were stuck in the fish dryery.
Yes.
It's the next evening, believe it or not, and we're still here because we are the ultimate professionals.
We are. Yeah, we love our job and that's what we do. So it was, you could say, as the kids say, the investigation was gathering hype. And it was a shame for us to get stuck in that very pongy dryery, but we did. It was very difficult for us. I'm booked in for an operation in 2 weeks.
That's excellent.
Yeah, so hopefully my back will be better. But moving on, so as we got to down there, we mentioned the two jazz musicians.
We did.
And I mentioned a story that would shock you.
Okay, what is this story that would shock us?
Yes, so as I mentioned, there was two societies that lived here
Two
afterwards.
postmen, I believe, that we have to...
Yes, you are correct. Christopher, this shows how good you are. You are a true paranormal expert.
Thank you.
So yes, there was the jazz musicians and the postmen that lived here in the community.
Yes.
Eventually, what the jazz musicians were doing, playing their instruments late at night, started a turf war between
turf war
the
with the
postmen
postmen.
and the jazz musicians. Now, the two postmen that are very well known to this area spiritually is Janice Mulhern and Shirley Klinger.
Can we just check about those? Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll get them confirmed because you know we like to tell a true narrative.
I'm sure it will be confirmed. Your reputation goes before you.
I
in
spoke
your
to Graham,
research.
so sorry to be a bit sorry to dab on the haters, but I know the information is correct. So we've got a lot of story to tell. I do believe Peter's about to get here, which is going to be interesting to see
I
if he
hope
picks
so,
up on it.
because even if we had carried on the investigation last night, there was no word from Peter. So he wouldn't have arrived.
No, there was no word from Peter, but luckily I think he is nearly here. He is coming, for some reason, by a tugboat. So
Yes, his tugboat was just pulled in at the local dockery.
excellent.
Excellent.
Lovely
Should we go and
dockery.
see him?
Quite a pongy dock. Yes, let's go and see him.
Let's go and see him.
As the boys were on their way to meet up with Peter Gerald Buxton, they heard an unholy gargle emanating from the Kohanni cabin. After further inspection, it turned out to be a false alarm. It was just Christopher Nicholas's toast that was ready for consumption. It was at this time that the spiritualist medium Peter Gerald Buxton joined the hunt. Following his arrival on scene, Peter prepared for the long night ahead with his signature brand of aggressive Tai Chi. He developed this himself alongside Paul Chuckle. What would Peter and the team unveil as the night goes on?
Peter Gerald Buxton, is that you?
Hello, gentlemen. Yes, it is me. Hello.
Hello, welcome to the investigation. So how are you feeling going into this one?
Well, to tell you the truth, I have a sense of foreboding today. Something in the pit of my stomach's giving me an uneasy feeling at Ghulevale camp today. But I'm excited to get going, and I'm looking forward to meeting the rest of the team.
So Peter Gerald Buxton,
Yes.
you have joined us at this investigation. Hello.
Hello, Christopher
Peter.
Nicholas, Jonathan Mark. It's lovely
Good
to
to
be
have you
here
here.
with you
I
at
feel-
Ghulevale camp today.
I feel much better.
I feel
now the full
so
team's
at ease
together.
Yes, I must admit it was quite spooky on the way in, so I'm glad all the crew and the boys are here now. So
Excellent.
yes.
So, with that being said, what are you getting upon your arrival here?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed it, but as I arrived today, a very, very pungent smell, almost if it was like shoe polish crossed with bat milk. Very, very disgusting
That
smell.
must be the smell we were picking up earlier with the
Maybe, but
readings.
we couldn't put our finger on it, could we?
No, I mean, I think that's what it is. It's horrible, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I nearly gipped.
Me too.
So,
Yes.
any names at all, Peter?
I'm not getting any names yet, but I do believe... What's that, Percy? We're dealing with maybe a group of musicians and a group of postal workers.
Oh.
Yes, that's what's coming to me.
So
at
I
the
can
moment.
confirm, Peter, you've got it absolutely spot on there. That is exactly what this camp was for.
Wow, okay, yes, excellent.
Fantastic work from Percy.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Sorry?
What's that? No! Hi! Oh my god! Oh, get it on! Turn your light on! Oh.
Oh, thank God for that.
It's just a warm, lovely welcome.
Oh, thank you. What a lovely welcome.
So now, it's calmed down a little bit after
has.
that recent escapade.
Yes.
Let's get back to the investigation. So what more can you tell us about these musicians?
So, I believe they were really prominent rap artists, rap musicians, performers. What's that, Percy?
And any names?
Yes, I'm just getting some names. Tell me,
Okay, take
Percy.
your time.
So I have a rap artist under the name of Montague Battenberg, and the second one. Aaron. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Percy. Bless you. Kieran Tagier. Two reputable rap artists, I believe. That's what Percy has fed to me. Thank you, Percy.
Interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
So I think Peter does look quite...
Was that you?
Oh my goodness. Right, I think it's getting quite scary in here, so I think we'll have a quick 73-minute break.
Yeah, I need a Senecot.
Yeah, and then we'll come back and touch on the other
musicians.
Is that okay?
That's a great idea. I could do with a break.
Let's do that.
That's Horlicks. Yeah.
So we've had a 3-day break because it was needed, quite frankly. Peter,
Yes.
the other two spirits, any names at all?
Yes, so Percy's just told me that he believes they were refuse collectors, perhaps bin men, here at the camp. 2 names I'm getting in particular, Sharon Clingfilm and Janice Macbeth. Now I think they were the refuse ladies. Percy is trying to tell me, yes. I don't know if we have any records we could perhaps check to just validate
Well,
that.
yes, you know, at the Harrowing Quest we have the best equipment
The
for
best,
the
haven't we?
paranormal world. So, a few things we need to touch base on of the information you have given, Peter.
Yes.
So, in regard to the names, I'm afraid it's Shirley Klinger and Janice Mulhern.
Oh no.
And for the actual musicians, that was Monty Bootsy, do beg your pardon, and Kenny Halfpenny. And just to also,
Yes.
we spit facts.
We do. We speak the truth here.
They were jazz musicians and postmen in this camp after the war. Now, like I said, there's nothing to get upset about. You did pretty well there. You're running on by... What was that?
Right, do you know what? I think would be a good suggestion here is we take another 5 days and maybe perhaps recalibrate Percy.
That sounds
Do
a
you
grand
think?
idea to me.
Yes, just give him a recalibrate because, you know, he was there but not quite there today.
At the end of the day, we don't want you getting upset and we need to get this right.
Yeah, obviously at the Harrowing Quest, this is a wonderful team of incredibly professional people and, you know, thank you to everybody. We want this to be spot on, as the kids say.
Absolutely. Let's take that break then.
Yes.
Is it this way?
No!
Excuse me. So we've had a break. We've had a couple of days to come back because this has been a very long and smelly investigation. So the history has it, Peter, that I found that the ringleader to all the violence at this camp was a lady, a very vindictive lady named Janice Mulligatawny. Is this true, and what can you tell us?
Yeah, very much so. So Janice Multipack was a fearsome postman and an even fiercer warrior. Now, from what Percy's telling me, her and Shirley, one night they'd had enough of the ruckus that the jazz musicians were making, and what they did was, whilst the boys slept, they crept into the tent and brutally murdered Kenny Twopenny. Poor Kenny was annihilated whilst he slept, and this was a very vicious attack.
So what happened to the jazz musicians?
So, what's that, Percy? So, yes, so they responded to this attack.
Looking back at the footage, was that the Sith Lord, Darth Vader?
When I say they, Monty Bootsy, he was absolutely fuming with his best friend being killed. He packed his prized tuba full of dynamite and he threw it at the postwomen in an almighty explosion. Absolutely obliterated the very, very vindictive postwoman, Shirley Clingfilm.
And did that act of violence with all that plastic explosive end the conflict?
Well,
here?
you would have liked to think that.
Oh dear, dearie me.
How can that not end the conflict?
Dearie me.
Dearie
No,
me.
Dearie
he wasn't
me.
finished with that. So his fallen brethren, he picked up his jazz drumsticks, he snapped them, and he brutally stabbed Janice Mulligatawny in the neck, thinking he'd killed her. And
He didn't kill her.
He didn't.
She
Now, what's
didn't
that
die
person?
from a Kimbo drumstick.
She didn't. He went back to his tent as she bled to death, thinking he'd done this. What's that, Percy?
Oh wow.
Oh, that's so harrowing. Oh my word.
How harrowing.
I don't know if I can tell the next part of this story.
We have to, Peter.
We have to tell these people stories.
So she did. Okay, so she did die. She bled to death from Monty's attack.
That's a brutal way to go.
Monty goes back to this cabin.
This is Buck Lodge, I believe.
Yes, into Buck Lodge cabin. He finds a package. A package in this room. It had a customs charge, but it had already been paid.
Oh.
He opens his package.
Was it maybe a magazine that he'd subscribed to?
That's what he thought. He thought it was the reputable magazine Jazz Weekly.
Jazz
Oh,
Weekly.
that is an excellent magazine.
That's a reputable.
Excellent magazine.
Yeah.
So, opens his package in excitement, thinking, I've got rid of the problem. He's missing his friend, but he's going to read Jazz Weekly. What the postwoman had done, they had left a package for Monty. Lots of Carol 4 explosives. Levelled the place to the ground. So, what's that, Percy? So, in the war, for peace, they obliterated each other at this camp. And I think this is why there's such a strong, smelly shoe polish back milk presence here today. I'm quite scared.
Wow, and I think basically, guys, all we've got to do is get the equipment set up and prepare for
The night investigation, as you were.
Yes, I think we need to do a seance.
But I think knowing what we know, I think it's going to be a hard night in the store.
I've got to say I'm very worried.
Well, we've been here for 2 weeks now. We might as well carry on and
We
get
have
to the
to
bottom of
finish
this.
this tonight.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I think this could be the most upsetting story we've ever had.
I'm already quite emotional.
Oh. Can we just cut the camera for a second?
Cut the car.
Is that the shadow of Marge Simpson?
I'm scared about this, gentlemen.
I've got to say, I've never, out of all the 3 million seances we've done.
Yeah, just to let you know, already in this room I'm picking up on a lot of crossed entities, even some dark energy here. It's a very strong area for spiritual activity here in Pilgrim's Landing. Jonathan, Christopher, do you maybe want to start the seance off?
Shall we begin?
Yes.
Hello? We are from the Harrowing Quest. We are here to contact the spirits of many deceased individuals. We won't give names because there's so many that perished here. If there's any spirit here who wishes to have their story told, please come forward and speak to us. Peter, do you maybe want to contact the spiritual world?
Yes. If there's anybody here with us in this room, make your presence known to us. Or maybe make a noise, some loud flatulence perhaps. If you are here with us, maybe give 1 bang for yes, 36 bangs for no. Just any way you can contact us. Now that was only 31 bangs, so I don't think there's anybody here.
I think 31 bang stands for a requesting coleslaw.
Yes.
Right, let's try this a different way, shall we,
Yes.
gentlemen?
Go on, Christopher.
Come on then.
Oh.
If you think you're hard enough, let yourself be known.
Yes.
Come on, show yourselves.
We're not scared of you.
Put them up, you pussies.
We're not
Come
scared
on.
of you. If you are here, come and show us.
Take over, Peter.
We have a camera crew. We have professionals. I'm scared, but we'll be okay. We will. No.
Who is this performing in front of us?
My name's Monty Bolsey!
And I must go.
Go?
Peter!
You can't leave.
Peter!
Peter! We've got to go after him,
Oh,
Jonathan.
jeez.
Peter!
Let's go. Shit!
Peter!
Peter!
Jonathan,
Christopher.
I can't find
I
Peter.
can't find. I've just gone through. I think we're in the Pilgrims' encampment.
I think so. Do we carry on?
I think we have to at least look for Peter, but also try and finish the story.
We have to finish the story.
Peter? Did you just hear a toot of a jazz instrument?
I heard a toot 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 toot.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Footsteps.
I think I can hear him. Let's go.
Let's go. Peter! 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 Peter!
He's unresponsive, Christopher.
He's unresponsive. What do we do?
We'll get Beryl to pull them. We'll get Beryl to pull the Megan round. We'll get him up. Come on, Peter. Come on, Peter.
It'll be okay, Peter. Up here, Jonathan.
Come on, Peter.
So, Jonathan, what did you make of that tonight?
Oh, I don't think, Patrick, it's a case of what did I think tonight. This is the longest investigation in the Harrowing Quest history. We've been here for half a month.
You seem pretty tired, am I right?
Very tired, Patrick. Just hope Peter's okay. He's been playing the trombone for about 3 hours. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, the longest, the most harrowing, the most terrifying investigation. And again, groundbreaking as
Christopher Nicholas, it's been a very arduous task you've had for the last 2 weeks. How would you class this investigation as?
I don't know if I'd class it as a success, to be honest, because as you can see, the state of Peter here in the car, it's just truly harrowing. My other concern is I've missed my wrestling figures over the last 3 months, so I'd like to go home and play with these figures. So if you wouldn't mind, I'm gonna get off.
Yes, I think you've earned it, Christopher.
Thank you. See you later, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, Jonathan.
Christopher. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, as always.
I mean, this is our job, we love it, but I think we've given our all for these past 2 weeks.
This has taken its toll on the team.
I think it's ready to get back to the airport and go home for a couple of weeks
Absolutely.
and recharge.
Should we check on Peter as we're here?
Just check. Peter, how are you doing? Oh dear.
We need to get him to the hospital as quickly as we can. We'll take him to the local dockery and see if we can find a dinghy to take him.
I think the dinghy is the only thing. He's going to have to be taken by some kind of transport, something heavy lifting. He's gained about £500, what it seems.
Absolutely.
Mate, it's like he's full of trombone, I don't know. You okay, Peter?
Peter?
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Let's just go. Come on.